Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mega's Stories. Today I'll be doing Am I the A-hole posts? So here, I'll search by top. Let's do top of this month. So this is a brand new channel, and my plan is I'm just gonna tell stories. I'll try to judge who I think the a-hole in these situations will be. So, let's just get started. Well, this guy is bald, so he's obviously an asshole. Or an a-hole, sorry guys. Nah, it doesn't matter. Let's see. Scroll, 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 scroll. This one. Am I the asshole for refusing to drive my husband home from his colonoscopy? I need some outside perspective. This person was deemed not the a-hole. But let's see. Because, come on, your husband's gotta get home from his colonoscopy. Am I the asshole? My husband went to doc back in September. He needs a colonoscopy. I reminded him in October. In November, he had yet to schedule. I reminded him again and told him to try to schedule it before the end of the year because we hit all insurance and basically free. Because we hit all insurance. I'm not sure what that means. He told me yesterday he's scheduled for 19th. We're supposed to be in New York, NE for the holidays. I don't know what NE is. He then said we needed to wait and then after his colonoscopy, we would drive there. Which means I would be driving 7+ hours by myself in late afternoon and evening. I don't do well at night. I could do it if in the morning. I told him to r/s after to I don't know what that means. To after first of year. He said no to help save money. So he then r/s to next Wednesday, 17th, and said he needed me to pick him up at 12:30. I told him I can't do that because of my job. I'm a teacher, and it is one of the busiest times of year. He says I'm being rigid, not flexible, and selfish. Also, that I don't care about him. I explained that I can't just leave my class for 30 minutes, especially at the lunch hour. Plus, he's going to under general anesthesia. He needs somebody to be with him. Also, what if it takes longer than 30 minutes? He said he would figure it out if it was an emergency. This is not an emergency. I also told him I can't leave that day because I have parents coming in to help with a big project, a party I am leading, and a parent conference after school. All of this was scheduled before his colonoscopy, which he did not check with my schedule. He says it is because I can't talk on the phone. I mentioned that he could do it when I get home. He says they're closed. I get home most days at 3:30. Yeah, that's a pretty reasonable time. He told me to figure it out because he would do it for me. For me. I told him I wouldn't have given him a week's notice to figure it out for something that's going to require me to take a day off of work. And it's not on me if he waited until last minute to get it scheduled. I told him to reschedule for the first of the year, and I didn't care if we'd have to pay more because of this point in time. There's a lot of options with the holidays. He said no and figure it out. I said no. He says I am a shit. He says I am a shit because family first and now isn't talking to me. Um, yeah, I feel like this guy could have just he could have waited. I don't know. He just can't wait for that doctor to get in there, you know. So, I don't know. I don't know how urgent colonoscopies are. I mean, I know, of course, like men over the age of I'm not sure. I'm not sure what age it is. 40s? 30s? like are at way higher risk of like colon cancer, so it's good to get that checked early. But like, where's the other? Does he not have any other family? Maybe not. I don't know. But like a friend or an Uber. Just get an Uber, man. But yeah, I would say not the asshole. But I am also concerned because this they say they're a teacher, and I feel like there are so many spelling errors in this, you know. I don't mean to be such a stickler, but like, come on. At least get spell check going. Get Grammarly or something. Yeah. I agree with the not the a-hole. Let's yeah, I'll go to the comments too. Let's see what other people said. You're not the asshole. He's the one who couldn't get his shit together and schedule it for a time that wasn't totally inconvenient. Yeah, he scheduled it on the day they were supposed to go to NE. Which I'm gonna look up what NE is real quick. I don't know if I'm super dumb, but what is this? NE. No, not Nexus Mods. I'm not trying to go to Nexus Mods. NE State. Gosh, maybe I'm the one with spelling errors. Nebraska, of course. I forgot about Nebraska. Sorry, guys. If you're watching this in Nebraska, uh, I deeply apologize. He won't have his shit together when he starts taking the colonoscopy prep, but that's a little bit different. Um, now it's just people talking about colonoscopies. Let's go to the next post. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. I'm gonna go back up actually. Am I the asshole for refusing to hold my sister-in-law's giant drink bottles? Yeah, it's gonna be about the Stanleys. My my girlfriend is a Stanley, and I wonder who always has to lug it around, but you know, they're handy. Let's get started. This person was deemed not the a-hole again. Okay, let's see. My wife and our three daughters are obsessed with those massive Stanley slash Frank Green drink bottles, the ones that take a full working day to finish. Whenever we go to community events, parks, school stuff, literally anywhere without a table, I somehow become the designated drink bottle valet. Not ideal, but manageable. Recently, my sister-in-law moved to town. She and her two daughters also love these oversized drink bottles. She's noticed that I'm always the guy holding everyone else's, and has started casually adding hers to the pile. So now at events, I'm stuck on a bench guarding 7 giant drink bottles, unable to move without abandoning hydration for an entire family. When it's just my girls, I could still move around the event and look at stuff. Fast forward to tonight, we're at my daughter's dance concert. My sister-in-law wants to go take photos, walks up and goes to hand me her drink bottle like it's automatic, and I simply said no. She looked confused, took it back, and shockingly just put it down next to where she was taking the photos. She could have done that in the first place. I don't know why she wouldn't just do that. My wife witnessed this go down and later quizzed me on why I said no. I simply told her I'm done being the drink bottle caddy. I missed out on so much stuff because I get lumped with everyone's drink bottles, and your sister has been adding to the pile, so I put an end to it. If she wants to bring a giant drink bottle that makes no sense to an event, then she carries it all night long. She made a comment about how her sister would be going home wondering why, and asked when I have got lumped with all the drink bottles, so I highlighted a few events and she seemed to accept it. So, am I the asshole for finally refusing to be the unpaid drink bottle storage unit? No, because it's their bottles. They should just carry it around. I understand it's just a good chivalrous kind of thing to do, but 7 is is so excessive. Like, also, there are holders for these. I know this because my grandma just got one for Christmas, and they're pretty nice. So just they should just get these drink holders. There, it's a little like satchel that'll hold them. But yeah, I don't think other people's water bottles should be the father's the father's guard duty. He said he was the hydration caddy, but no. Yeah, I don't think this guy's the asshole. Let's go to the comments. You need to get everyone water bottle slings for Christmas. That's what I just said. Yes. See, the water bottle slings. I'd stand there and hand them out when someone asked me to. Merry Christmas. Hold your own. I wonder if that's why my grandpa got my grandma that. He was tired. He was tired of it. They they do get tiring to hold. I'll admit. They kind of tire on my forearms if I'm holding them for too long. I don't really know what they're saying down here. Not the asshole, but now you have a Christmas gift idea for all the ladies. Yeah, they have the carriers. So everyone's just saying. Okay, let's see. Also, yeah, they should just bring like a couple, cause I mean they're sisters, they can share. You don't need that much water. But yeah, yeah, not the asshole. Completely reasonable not to want to hold your sister-in-laws too. Anyways, like I don't know. Where's her husband? Okay, let's get to the next post. Wish I could scroll around faster. I could do this. Ooh, this person was deemed the asshole. Am I the asshole? Got into an argument with my 16-year-old about a show they like. I wonder what it's gonna be. Am I the asshole? Hi, I'm trying to figure out if I'm in the wrong here. If so, how do I go about fixing this? I was watching a show in the living room when my 16-year-old came in and asked what I was watching. They said they had a show recommendation. While I was queuing it up, they told me that the opening two scenes were basically the best ever. As the show started, they talked through it, pointing out stuff that thought was cool. We got through the scenes, and they had me pause the show. They asked me my thoughts. I said I didn't really have any original thoughts to share. They asked why, and I said because I didn't really get to analyze the show and watch it for myself because they told me everything about it before I could. My kid got annoyed and left the room, going down the hallway saying, "You could have at least pretended you cared." I responded, "I wanted to care. I would have. It seemed like a cool opening to a show to experience." Then they went into the room and shut the door. Am I the asshole? The show is The Summer Hikaru Died on Netflix. I don't know why they deemed this person the asshole. I don't think this person is the asshole. Like, I get what the kids, where the kid's coming from though, because I do like the same thing. If I show like what show is it? I was showing my one friend Tokyo Revengers, one of my favorite shows. But I feel like even this, you you can't just like they were pausing it and saying so much. You gotta. And when I showed my one friend Fight Club, like I was letting him experience it for himself. Cause I knew the twist, I knew Tyler Durden, yeah, but I didn't want to spoil it. You can't spoil it. You gotta let people experience it for themselves a little bit more. I do not think this person is the asshole. I don't think the kid's the asshole either. I don't think there's really like an asshole in the situation. I get it. The kid is passionate about the show. I've never watched The Summer Hikaru Died. I feel like I've heard of it though. But yeah, you gotta just like let them experience it for themselves a little bit, I think. But yeah, I feel like this you could have at least pretended you cared is a little bit like too much. Also, this I feel like this isn't that much of an argument. I don't know if they maybe left out anything because that's a possibility too. That they leave out stuff that makes them look bad, but I don't know. You're the asshole. Your teenager was trying to connect with you. You didn't have time to give them a snarky response. Apologize, buy some ice cream, and ask it if you can watch it again with them. They were obviously enthusiastic about it and wanted to share. Her teenager could have also just let her watch the episodes and asked her opinion after. Her teenager actually did ruin any chance of an original opinion on the show. See, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And I feel like, well, at least in the post, they didn't describe like a snarky response. Like, they just didn't have like their, and of course, they wouldn't have any original thoughts to share because the kid was giving original, all the kid was biasing their opinion the whole time. So, yeah. Maybe help guide a 16-year-old through that process that a lot of people struggle with when trying to share things they're excited about. They were trying. The parent should have at least given as much effort, but the parent did. They queued up the show and watched it. That's what other effort would there be? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't think this person's the asshole still. But yeah. I don't know. Let me know if you disagree with me in the comments, but I f- I don't know. I don't think there's an asshole in this situation though. I think they should just reconnect, watch the show again, talk it through. Like, just let me experience it for myself, and then like maybe at the end of the episode or at the end of like a big moment, you pause it and talk about it, because that's what I would do with my friend too. I would like we talked about the end of Fight Club. We were like, what what the heck was that? It's crazy. Ooh, Whiplash too. I'm thinking about Whiplash now. That's such a good movie. But let's not get sidetracked. Let's get to the next post. Okay, let's see. Am I the asshole for babysitting my grandkids during my son's visit? I have three sons: Michael, 35, Jonah, 30, and Logan, 20. After Logan moved out for college last year, I moved 6 hours away, near Michael and his family, both for the lower cost of living and to be near my grandkids. Michael and his wife, Nadia, have four kids: 8, 6, 3, and 3. I watch the kids from 11:30 to 3:30, 4 days a week, while Nadia works and the kids spend the night 1 to 2 times a month so Michael and Nadia can have a date night. Nadia confirmed that I could take the kids overnight for New Year's Eve last month. I made plans for one of my good friends to bring her grandkids over. We had a pizza and movie night with the bottomless ice cream and lots of candy. Logan told me at the beginning of this month that he'll stay with me for winter break instead of his father. A few days ago, he told me he wanted to have some friends over for New Year's Eve. I told him that was fine, but I had the kids so they could use the finished basement as long as there wasn't drinking or loud music. He asked why I'd babysit when I knew he was visiting. I told him that Nadia confirmed this with me long before he told me he would be here. He says I should have canceled when he told me that he was going to be here because Michael's family gets me every day, but he only sees me a few weeks a year, and even then, he's not going to make plans because I have the kids. I understand why he's upset, but I'm not sure if I'm wrong for babysitting. You're not. You made the plans in advance, too. Also, this is I guess that it's the youngest of the bunch, but 20 years old. Like, I don't know. Seems kind of a baby response. Just party in the basement, man. Uh, yeah. I thought it was gonna be about Michael. I thought Michael was gonna be upset that she was spending too much time with the kids. What did I just do? Oh, I looked up Michael's. But yeah, I don't think this person's the asshole because they made the plans in advance. Also, make those memories with those kids, man. Bottomless ice cream and lots of candy. There's just so many good New Year's memories from those long ago days. Watching the ball drop, eating ice cream, eating some baked goods. Ooh, ooh, ooh. But yeah, this person's not in the wrong. I feel like this Logan guy's overreacting. Just visit still. Hang out with your nieces and nephews. I would have asked, so if your visit was so important, then why did you organize a party with strangers in my home when you're here to visit with my family? Yeah, that's a pretty good point. Like, you're just inviting people into their house anyways. Yeah. He wanted Mom to cater more, like, exactly. He wasn't upset Mom was busy, couldn't hang out with him in New York. Wait, why New Year's Eve? Okay, it's 'cause I said in, guys, not the asshole. Yeah, I feel like this is just a pretty simple not the asshole spot. Let's move on to the next one, guys. Am I the asshole for speaking up at a buffet? So my girlfriend and I decided to go to a Chinese buffet to celebrate the new year. As we were getting food, we saw that they were out of the barbecue short ribs, but noticed that a staff member was coming with another tray, so we stood off to the side as they made their way through the crowd with the tray. Before we were able to pick up the tongs to grab the food, another lady took them and started loading her plate. Whatever, it's a fresh tray, there should be enough, but she did not stop. She even grabbed a second plate and called her son over to put some on his plate. It got to the point where nearly half of the tray was taken. I then said more to my girlfriend, but loud enough for the lady to hear. Gee, I wonder if there will be enough left for everyone else when they're done. Well, the lady obviously heard me because she got all huffy and threw the tongs back into the tray and left. My girlfriend got mad at me because it was embarrassing for her and said we could have left to get another food and come back later. So, am I the asshole? Edit typos. I don't think this person's the asshole because share. This is insane greed. Insane greed. Come on. You gotta share at the buffets, man. But yeah, I don't think you're the asshole. But I don't think that other lady's necessarily an asshole either. Just because she wanted some food. Who cares? But I think this person, because they didn't even do it in a, they did it in more of a joking manner. They didn't do it in a super disrespectful manner. I mean, they could have been more respectful, like, excuse me, would you mind if I got some? But I don't know. I feel like their way wasn't crazy. This may be unpopular, but not the asshole. It's passive aggressive for sure, but if that lady gets to break social norms, then so do you. Yeah, at the buffet you should just share. It was it was passive aggressive, but like, come on. She had to get out of the way. Yeah. Oh yeah, if he said something like crazy like this, "Hey lady, leave some crap for us." You fucking fat ass. What are you gonna do with all that crab? Like, that'd be a little too much. But he wasn't even like talking to her. Not the asshole. Why are people so afraid? Oh, I saved the post. I didn't even know I could do that. I don't know why I used WASD. Can I unsave it? Yeah, I don't really want it. Not the asshole. She was being greedy. Yeah, insane greed. Insane greed. Uh, okay, let's move on to the next post. Am I the asshole for betraying my friends by having a secret boyfriend? Throwaway, because I'm pretty attractive in some communities that I want to keep separate from this post, art plus hobby related. I, 24F, have a pretty horrible dating history. I've never had a relationship end in a way that wasn't a world-shattering disaster. Multiple cheating cases, ghosting, abuse, etc. Last year, I had the worst breakup of my entire life that shook me up for a full year and some change. I don't have a big circle, but I have a small group of friends that are all aware of my bad history with relationships. This year, I decided to dip my toe back into dating after the breakup and was casually seeing a few people over about 4 to 6 weeks. Over, sorry. Other important context is that I have bipolar, and if you didn't know, a big part of that is getting very excited over new things and having your interests die over time. The same goes with relationships. You tend to get really hyped and optimistic after a good first date, only for things to fizzle and have to tell everyone it didn't work out, which can be really embarrassing. This time, when I decided to date around, I deliberately didn't tell anyone I was doing it. I'm just a little sick of messaging all my friends about this nice new person I'm seeing, only for it not to work out. And they're probably sick of me telling them all about new things I'm interested in, knowing it'll fizzle away. I'm working on it. I'm just aware that I'm hard to deal with. While dating around on a few apps, I met my current boyfriend, and I realized quickly I wanted to see him more than just a casual, friends with benefit situation. We saw each other a few times before deciding to be exclusive. I didn't tell any of my friends just in case it didn't work out, but now it's been 4 months and still going steady, so I decided to tell people. I sent a few pictures to my group chat saying, hard launch, expecting people to laugh with me, especially since I'm hilariously bad at keeping secrets. Basically, everybody blew up at me, telling me I had lied to them for 4 months and that I was being weird and betraying their friendship and trust by not telling them I had a boyfriend. I hate lying outright, so the whole time I was lying by omission. Just not telling them I was going on dates and then seeing someone exclusively. I'm mortified and don't want to lose all my friends over something I thought would just be a fun surprise slash funny reveal. If I'm genuinely messed up and this wasn't an okay thing for me to do, I want to know. I'm neurodivergent, so it's hard for me to know with things like this. I'm not trying to rally people into my corner. If this is something that would genuinely hurt people, I want to know so I can do better next time. No, I don't think you're the asshole. Like, 4 months is a long time. I don't know, like, how good friends you are with these people, but, like, I feel like they have a perfectly good reason. Like, they get into so many relationships. Well, I shouldn't say so many relationships. That makes it sound bad, but like burnt out relationships. So I understand they didn't want to keep going through the same charade, telling people it didn't work out. I got it. It could probably be that probably feels like embarrassing too to have to say that every time you're like, "Oh, this guy's so nice. He's so cool," and then it just doesn't work out. So I don't think this person's the asshole. Um, I don't know why they blew up at them so much. Like, I don't know. Like, I'd be like, oh, why didn't you tell me sooner? But I wouldn't. I don't know. Because at the same time, I guess I'm their friend, so it's my business. But at the same time, it's not my business. It's their business. They get to share with me whatever they want to share. Yeah. Let's see what the comments have to say. Their reactions are probably a huge part of why you didn't tell them. Not knowing about a friend's boyfriend isn't a super uncommon thing, and if they reacted like this, you may want to consider new friends. Yeah, like I don't I don't know why they would react so crazily. Like it affects them so much directly. Like it's not something that impacts their lives with like anything. I don't know. But consider new friends. Well, I don't know this person's history with their friends. It could be a long time friend group. Just because a friend group does last a long time doesn't necessarily mean it's a good friend group. But yeah, you're not the asshole. It's nothing wrong with holding your cards close to your chest. Yes, giving some time to develop. You're growing. You noticed a pattern that you didn't like, and you changed it. You seem really mature and self-aware. This internet stranger is proud of you. Congrats on the new relationship. I should upvote stuff. I never like stuff, but I'm gonna start upvoting stuff. Yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with holding your cards close to your chest. I feel like I'm I'm kind of the same way with a lot of my stuff. Like, yeah, people don't need to know everything that's going on in my private life. And maybe I'll hold my cards too close to my chest sometimes that I don't reveal my emotions and whatnot. But this person does not seem to be going through that. I think they're perfectly justified. And yeah. Did anyone ever ask if you're seeing someone or going on dates? If they did you tell them no? Yeah. Oh. 4 months is such a short period of time. I guess I'm younger, so maybe that seems way longer to me, but we don't need to know everything about. Yeah, like, we don't need to know. This guy's an asshole aficionado. Yeah. Yeah, like, you can be a private person. I feel like I'm a pretty private person. I don't really post on social media. I mean, here I am making a YouTube video, but you don't know what I look like. You don't know who I am. But yeah, not the asshole. Um, I could probably do a few more. I wonder how long I've been recording for. 30 minutes. So yeah, one more post, and then I'm gonna end this video, everybody. Boom. Ooh, that's an ad. Boom, 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 boom. Another ad. Why are there so many ads? Okay. Ooh. I want to go to this everyone sucks one, because that kind of intrigues me. Am I the asshole? My 18-year-old is upset I wasn't on my way home earlier from a party than it ended. Hi. Hi Reddit. I'm 36F, currently in a major disagreement with my eldest kid, 18 non-binary, over events that happened last night. And I need an unbiased group of people to maybe help me understand my kid's frustration. I had Q, my kid, when I was 18. We did a lot of growing up together, with me being a young mom, so we do a lot together. Q and I are definitely close, but when they're upset with me, it can get bad. And since we're so close, if I do anything without them, even just something for myself, I'm a mother of 4, so these are already rare. They get really angry. Now to the problem at hand. I had a work Christmas party last night. Q helped me shop for a dress the day before, gave me some advice on styling and accessorying the evening of, and it was a really nice bonding experience. My 2 younger daughters went to their dad's house for the weekend, so it was only Q at home with their brother 15. So no babysitting was involved. Q asked me when I'd be home for the night, and I replied, I'm not sure if I'll leave early or not, but the party ends at 10. They seemed satisfied with this answer, and off I went with my husband to the party. We had a wonderful time during the party. I did not look at my phone every pretty often when I wasn't dancing to make sure I didn't get any emergency phone calls. Oh, I did look at my phone. And for most of the night, I was clear. However, when the party ended at 10:02, I went to look at my phone to be greeted with 2 missed calls, one at 10:01 and the other at 10:02, and an incoming call from Q. They berated me for not answering and yelled at me for not being home at this time. I calmly reminded them that the party ended at 10, to which they replied that I claimed that I was coming home early. I did not expressly guarantee that to them at all. And this was the 3rd time they called because what if there was an emergency, and told me that I'm a mother first. They're currently still not talking to me, and when I tried to make peace, they snapped on me. I'm starting to feel like I shouldn't do anything at all on my own, and I should just stay at home and be a mom. So Reddit, was I wrong at all? How could I have handled this better? I don't know why people said everyone sucks, because I'm going to say this person is not the asshole. That kid was kind of overreacting. Because I understand they're the mother of this kid. I don't know why I keep highlighting things. It's kind of fun. But I understand they're the mother of the kids. So they should be there. But at the same time, they knew when the party would end. Also, you're 18 years old. Can you not spend the day until like, I don't know, 10:30 alone? Or not even alone with your brother. Do something with him. I don't know. I under I guess this I understand that they're very attached to their mother, but like I don't know, you can be separated for a little bit, you know? It's kind of weird. And told me that I'm a mother first. I feel like this is such a weird thing. I don't know. I guess I'm not like super close with with my dad, but yeah, I don't know. This maybe I'm not certified to deal with. Maybe I'm not an asshole aficionado, but this person just doesn't seem like an asshole to me because they should be able to have their own time. It's a Christmas party. What do they say what day it is? Is it Christmas Eve? Because that would be kind of weird if it's Christmas Eve, but I don't know. Does it say? Let me go back. Um, yeah, a work Christmas party. A work Christmas party, it'd probably be like a week before. I don't know. But it's not going to be like on Christmas. So I don't know why this kid is doing this. Maybe they wanted to do something, but still, I don't know. You probably shouldn't let your child run your life and remind them you're the parent who's free to do as she pleases, since she, again, is the parent. You're wild for thinking you could not do as you please. Also, get this child into therapy. Therapy for codependency ASAP. Them both. Yeah, this person does seem very, like, the child does seem very, I guess, dependent, yeah. Like, of course you're gonna be attached to your mother. I mean, in most cases. But, like, what the heck? Yeah. Yeah, they're an adult. They should be able to handle themselves alone. At 18, I forgot to call my parents for 2 weeks while in college. Uh, Me too. My mom made campus. Okay. Call your fucking mom. Okay, let me see if there's anything else. She was the oldest, and her mom went out and partied a lot and came home drunk a lot. Sometimes just didn't come home. Yeah, like this would probably be. Oh. I have a cousin in her late 30s, early 40s. She has one child whom later in life. I want to do one more, to be honest. That one was kind of like weird. I guess should I do that one? Am I the asshole for not holding the door for a woman? Okay. Oh, I thought this was gonna be a male, but no, it is a female. Still, recently, I, 38 female, switched my daughter to new daycare. The entry system is similar at both. You enter a code and password into a keypad and it unlocks the door. Only people who are authorized to pick up a child are given the code, and those people have their IDs checked and on file with the daycare. The other day, the other day was one of my first times at the new daycare. As I entered, an older woman, late 60s, was standing behind me. I coded in, and she tried to follow me, and I sort of blocked the door with my body and said, "I'm sorry, I think you have to use the entry pad." She said, "Oh, I'm just somebody's grandma." "Oh, I'm just somebody's grandma." I said, "Okay, but I still don't think I'm allowed to let you in. There's a button right there where you can ask the front desk person to let you in." She huffed and said, "Are you really not going to let me in?" I said, "Sorry, I'll let someone else, I'll let someone inside know you're waiting." And I pulled the door closed behind me and alerted a staff member that someone was waiting. Maybe 10 seconds later, I hear the door open behind me. The woman was walking behind me, muttering under her breath the whole way, and giving me a dirty look when she passed me. I'm certain she thought I was the asshole. When I told my husband about this, he said I was not the asshole, but that I probably should have just let her in. In my opinion, crazy comes in all shapes, sizes, and ages, and I'd rather make a situation uncomfortable than potentially unsafe for my child and other children. So, am I the asshole? info. The area we were standing in wasn't in any way uncomfortable. It was an interior entry space between a set of doors that open automatically and the door that has a keypad. Yeah, I don't think this person is an asshole because they it's just secure. It's just more secure to make this person type in the pad. I don't know. Because, yeah, crazy comes in all shapes and sizes. Who knows? This could be a freaking stalker. This could be someone's grandma, but maybe they're like, I don't know. They have to stay away. Uh, restraining order or something. But yeah, I think it was probably smart that they did this, and they're new to this place. You don't want your kid to get kicked out if you do something bad like that. It maybe if it was like, because they said the place wasn't uncomfortable, but maybe if it was like raining outside, and this grandma was getting stuck out in the rain, maybe that I think that'd be a different story. Because at that point, let them in and maybe get them checked inside. But I think this person is completely justified. Of course, it wasn't courteous, but it's safety. So, yeah. Oh, I'm just somebody's grandma. Not the asshole. This is a security issue. Sometimes grandma is not allowed into the daycare. You did the right thing forcing her to be confirmed by the front desk person. Yeah. This. This. Grandma could be toxic and the parents have gone no contact. She can be mad, but you'd 100% be the asshole for letting a family member who is trying to bypass parents' boundaries to get access to the child into the building. Yeah. Like that'd be really bad. If I don't know, you you wouldn't go to jail probably, but like no, you wouldn't. But that would suck if you let this person in and they took a child when they weren't supposed to, and I don't know, it turns into a big thing. Probably get your kid kicked out of the daycare, get questioned by the police and stuff. It would suck. If anything, I would be grateful if this happened to me. Yes, I've held the door open before, but it's when the parent is juggling the kid in the bags, and I know the parents by sight because their kids are in the same class. We did that little shared joke that comes from both of us having high energy toddlers. Edit, oops, read the rest of the comment. I definitely don't open the door for anyone I don't know unless they've already keyed in. Okay. Um, yeah. I think this is just it's just the right thing. Yeah. You gotta prove yourself before you're allowed in. It just makes sense. It's a security issue. There are rules in place. Here, I'll upvote it. Let me upvote this this stuff too. But yeah, um, I hope you all enjoyed this Am I the Asshole video. First video on this channel. But yeah, it was very fun to make. Let me know if you disagree with any of my opinions in the comments, because that's possible. It's possible. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. That would really help out. I'm just starting out, so I'll take anything I can get. Hey, you don't even have to like and subscribe. Just leave a comment saying if anything was kind of messed up, if you think I could do something better, if you think I did something good. Just any type of feedback would be really supportive. So, yeah, thank you. Have a great day, great night. I'll see you later. Bye.